Hey, everybody. Welcome back for another episode. Hope you're having a great day, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are. And let's hop right into the news. There is a lot to talk about here. China rumored to actively they're basically working on a strategic Bitcoin reserve, as if you couldn't see that coming. China has been known to tell people the crypto's banned, can't do this, can't do that, can't do that, can't do this, right? All the time. China behind the scenes knows that, Bitcoin is good and they've been accumulating too, even though they don't want their citizens to do so. So this is a rumor that China is actively working on a strategic Bitcoin reserve. It says here, China is now working double time to stand up their own strategic Bitcoin reserve, said David Bailey, CEO of BTC Inc. Bailey noted that Beijing has been conducting a series of closed-door meetings since the most recent election cycle. The country has maintained its ban on domestic crypto, which we were just talking about, trading and mining since 2021, which led to China losing its former dominance in Bitcoin mining. Prior to the crackdown, Chinese miners contributed over 70% of the global hash rate. Man, if they would have just kept it going, I think the United States has definitely taken over. But man, the country's maintained its ban on domestic crypto trading and mining since 2021, which led to China losing its former dominance in Bitcoin mining. Prior to the crackdown, Chinese miners contributed over 70% of the global hash rate. Did I just read that twice? I think I just read that twice. While Chinese authorities have not officially confirmed this, Bailey said he received information from Bitcoiners in Beijing doing the same kind of work Bitcoiners in DC are doing. The potential move aligns with Beijing's broader de-dollarization initiatives, including yuan, I never know how to pronounce that correctly, internationalization, increased gold purchases, and expansion of the BRICS economic bloc. A Bitcoin reserve could provide China with a decentralized, non-sovereign store of value, potentially reducing its dependence on the US dollar and exposure to Western financial sanctions. The rumored strategy contrasts with China's reported Bitcoin sales in January. CryptoQuant CEO Ki-Young Ju previously indicated that China sold 194,000 BTC, which were originally seized from the Plus token scam in 2019. Where do you go from there? Where do you actually go from there? China bans it. They want to see it banned, but yet they say, oh, wait a minute. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Maybe we shouldn't have banned crypto. Maybe we should have just kept it going because we were leading. But unfortunately, when you're a country that wants to have utter and total control, you can't allow something like this to run rampant. Because what happens is if people start paying with Bitcoin or find other means of payment, then the Chinese lose control of their citizenship and the financial stability of that country. So, it'll be interesting to see if they lift the ban and allow Chinese miners to mine again. I'm sure that will send Bitcoin to the stratosphere, which, to be honest with you, just the USA alone announcing that they're going to be having in name-dropping cryptos should already be enough to send it to the stratosphere. But of course, everybody arguing online, instead of thinking that, hey, this is good for the community, it's kind of a shit show listening to everybody argue when it's supposed to be good for all crypto investors. So, interesting to see what will happen next. Coinbase Futures announced it will list a new altcoin. Let's see if it will list something that nobody asked for. I bet you it's something that nobody asked for. Here's a short and sweet one. Coinbase, the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the United States, announced in its statement that it will list Redstone in the pre-launch market. Now, I know nobody. Put your hand down. You did not ask for Redstone. Put it down. Nobody asked for Redstone. You still have... What about OMI? No, we don't want to pay attention to OMI, the token used in the Vivi app. We don't want to list that, even though I know you can get it through the wallet, the Coinbase wallet. But nobody, and I mean like nobody, has asked for Redcoin. Nobody. Oh, God, Coinbase. When is Coinbase going to listen to its people? Eric Trump says Wall Street must embrace crypto or die after President Trump's SCR announcement. Eric Trump has a warning for Wall Street: adapt to crypto or go extinct. I believe him in that, but Wall Street is very powerful. On Sunday, while traditional finance was off the clock, President Donald Trump announced the creation of a strategic crypto reserve for the United States, sending Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, XRP, those would be the other cryptocurrencies that they're referring to, soaring. I think Cardano was up over 65% at one point. Eric called the timing genius and took a shot at legacy finance. Traditional finance better catch up or it will quickly become extinct. I have to say, I can wholeheartedly agree, Eric Trump. I can wholeheartedly agree. Eric Trump speaking at the Student Action Summit at Palm Beach County Convention Center in West Palm Beach, Florida. Markets reacted instantly. Bitcoin surged 10%, recovering from a 3-month low under 80,000 on Friday. Ethereum gained 13%. The biggest gainer was Cardano's ADA, which skyrocketed over 60%. XRP jumped 33%, while Solana Sol climbed 25%. The announcement came directly from Donald Trump on Truth Social, where he confirmed that the U.S. government would establish a national reserve holding. They are going to buy Bitcoin. They are going to buy Ethereum. They are going to buy XRP. They're going to buy Solana. And I think one of the more surprising ones, I think they were waiting for HBAR or Quant to be in there, but they said that they are going to be buying Cardano. You know, you can, we went over this in the last video for Trump's announcement and tweet. You can read the rest if you want to pause the screen and read it, or you can click in the description. I do link all of these articles so you can read it yourself. So, big article there. We did go over this yesterday. But yeah, Eric Trump is saying, listen, Wall Street, you need to adapt or get moved over. This is the first time in history we've had such a pro-digital finance administration. We are 41 days as the time of this recording. We're 41 days into this new president, with not even 60 days, 41 days, and so much has happened. It's like time is moving at such a rapid pace. It is quite unbelievable. Moving on. Trump's crypto reserve plan faces Congress vote. May limit rally. It says the crypto market surged after Trump's reserve announcement, but analysts warned the rally may be temporary or regulatory hurdles remain. Crypto market surge following U.S. President Trump's announcement, and then they're just saying because of the pullback, because we have to get the vote on it, they're just trying to create a little bit of fun. But you can see the original tweet right there. Well, we call it a tweet, but this was on Donald Trump's Truth Social, which, to be honest with you, if you don't, and I have no affiliation with anything, but if you want to know what Trump is saying first on social media, he almost always posts to his social media site, Truth Social, first. So if you want to know things that happen immediately that the president is thinking, doing, whatever, then my just little advice, you could do what you want. I would go to Truth Social and I would put on all notifications for when he sends out these messages here. It could really help you out. So we went over this in the last video. So if you want to pause and read that, you could have, or you can click the link to read the article. More great news out of the SEC. SEC drops the lawsuit against Kraken. I mean, this is just like a domino effect, ending politically motivated campaign. They've dropped the case with Ripple. They've dropped the case with Coinbase. They've dropped the case with Hex. They've dropped the case with now Kraken. They've dropped the case with, what was the other? With Gemini. The domino effect of the SEC dropping lawsuits is unbelievable. The amount of, and we're just going to keep seeing these be withdrawn rather. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has agreed to drop its lawsuit against Kraken, the cryptocurrency exchange revealed on March 3rd. The move ends what the exchange calls a wasteful, politically motivated campaign and clears the path toward a stable, forward-thinking regulatory regime. According to Kraken, the lawsuit is being dismissed with prejudice, with no admission of wrongdoing, no penalties paid, and no changes to Kraken's business. The SEC sued Kraken in November 2023, alleging that the exchange acted as a broker-dealer exchange and clearing agency without registering with the SEC. You could read the rest of this if you'd like. We all know how the SEC likes to go. Look at this guy. Oh, look at this guy right here. Oh, look at him. That sums up who Gary Gensler is, the one who wants to who's been putting all this stuff through it. It's just oh God. Next. Crypto law alphabet soup of the UAE. I wanted to read this. Usually, this is an opinion op. This is an op-ed, which means an opinion editorial. But I wanted to read this because the UAE, quickest way to think of UAE is Dubai, right? That's the quickest way to think about the UAE when we think about the UAE. And I'm interested to see what they say about the crypto laws over there. It says, any crypto entrepreneur trying to navigate the United Arab Emirates crypto ecosystem inevitably encounters the MARAD acronyms used in the country's legal landscape, from the SCA and the VARA and the DMCC, the ADGM, the DFSA. What do these mysterious combinations of letters stand for, and how does one navigate this complex maze? Moreover, is the abundance of acronyms and jargon of efficient feature of a system that promotes itself as the #1 global crypto hub? Does this complexity strengthen the ecosystem, or is it a fundamental flaw in its self-proclaimed global crypto hub? So, if you guys know that there's no tax on crypto gains there. They don't tax crypto gains. So that's one of the best advantages in it. Do you know that a lot of young entrepreneurs have moved to Dubai? Let's read some of these and what they stand for. We won't read the whole thing, but just to give you an idea, the DMCC stands for the Dubai Multi-Commodities Center, was established to position Dubai as a global commodity trading hub. Since then, the DMCC has become a critical economic driver, accounting for approximately 15% of all foreign direct investment in Dubai. Then you have other called the ADGM, which stands for the Abu Dhabi Global Market. This free zone now ranks among the world's largest financial districts, spanning 14.38 million square meters. Like the DIFC, the ADGM is its own legal system and regulatory framework overseen by the FSRA. There's a lot of acronyms. Financial Services Regulatory Authority. There's a lot of acronyms. Holy guacamole. And if you want to know what the DIFC stands for, the DIFC stands for the Dubai International Financial Center, launched in 2004. I think, to be honest, Texas and Florida are going to be the leaders in America in the cryptocurrency space. Why do I say that? Well, there's a lot of miners that moved to Texas. A lot of mining businesses have moved to Texas. In Miami, specifically Brickell, is slowly becoming one of the most popular tech work cities in America. Namely, the tech being cryptocurrency, where we have the Bitcoin conference here. There's if you don't know, I'm in South Florida. So we have the Bitcoin conference here. We have all types of crypto conferences and events that are located specifically in Miami, Florida. And there's a reason for that. The Miami mayor was one of the first to declare taking his paycheck in Bitcoin years ago, which is amazing. Suarez, his name, I forget his first name. His last name is Suarez. I mean, that's a huge step. That was a big deal. Back then, it was you were almost looked at as being crazy for taking your paycheck in Bitcoin. And that was when Bitcoin was 30, 40,000. I bet he likes taking his paycheck in Bitcoin now. But Dubai is a very crypto-friendly place, namely because of the tax laws surrounding it. They like to attract your business and keep your business there. So you could read this if you'd like. This is what I found interesting, and I have my opinion on this, and I'll share it once I read this. Crypto ATM networks shrinks as U.S. loses 1,200 machines in days. The U.S. lost 1,233 cryptocurrency ATMs in early March, just days after a senator proposed a bill to curb fraud in the sector. More than 1,200 cryptocurrency ATMs mysteriously went offline in the United States during the first weekend of March, just days after a senator introduced the Crypto ATM Fraud Prevention Act to stop crypto ATM fraud. On February 25th, Illinois Senator Dick Durbin proposed legislation to target fraud at crypto ATMs in the U.S., citing a recent incident involving one of his constituents. His proposal came the same month that 860 new crypto ATMs were installed in the U.S. Still, in the first 3 days of March, the global Bitcoin ATM network saw a net decline of 1,100 machines, with the U.S. accounting for 1,233 of those losses. The closures were slightly offset by new installations in Europe, Canada, Spain, Poland, Australia, and Switzerland, according to Coin ATM Radar data. Now, it says the U.S. is home to the world's largest crypto ATM network. This is what I would say. I've used crypto ATMs in the past, and I have to tell you, they are super expensive. They are very, very expensive. I got charged 20% in fees. I bought $100 worth of Bitcoin. I received $81. I think it was like $80 and some change in my wallet from that transaction. Could you imagine having to rely on Bitcoin ATMs? Could you imagine having to get emergency money out and you have to pay an exorbitant amount of fees? And I understand the network fees, but listen, the network fee on Bitcoin is not 20%. Not all the time. Some ATMs are 30%. And there are some ATMs that are 4 or 5%, a little bit more reasonable. But to charge you 20 to 30% is robbery. I would like to use Bitcoin ATMs more often, but not at the cost of 20%. You buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin and you have to pay $200 and get $800 worth of Bitcoin just because you wanted to use the Bitcoin ATM. To be honest with you, using the Bitcoin ATM is no different than if you met with a person who was going to scan your QR code and give you the Bitcoin. You were going to give them the cash. Similar to like a local Bitcoins type thing. Why is it so expensive? They don't have to put money in physical machines. It doesn't need maintenance. It doesn't need constant loading and reloading. I'm sure they could load the Bitcoin on the network remotely. It's not like they have to send somebody there. You don't have to put Bitcoin in the ATM, right? Like, it's just greed. So I'm not sure why these went offline, but I can tell you that the crypto ATM network thing needs to be adjusted, or else nobody's going to use them. And you know what? I don't think people really care because it doesn't cost them much to maintain it. Like, think about it. What does it cost you to maintain a Bitcoin ATM? You buy the Bitcoin ATM, it connects to a wallet, and that's it. What else is it? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? So I am not a fan of Bitcoin ATMs anymore until those fees come down. But yeah, that's Bitcoin ATM news. Uphold relaunches crypto staking in the U.S. amid regulatory shifts. Kraken just did this a few weeks ago. Uphold praised crypto-aware regulators in the U.S. after the company relaunched its staking offering in the country after halting the service in 2023. Cryptocurrency exchange Uphold has relaunched staking services in the U.S., citing a shift in regulatory policies and a more favorable stance towards digital assets. After resuming crypto staking in the United Kingdom in early February, Uphold has now relaunched the feature in the U.S. The firm said in an announcement shared with Cointelegraph on Monday, March 3rd. Starting March 3rd, Uphold customers in the U.S. can again earn staking rewards on holdings of 19 crypto assets, including Ether, Cosmos, and Polkadot, with rewards paid out on a weekly basis in the same cryptocurrency that has been staked. I've used Uphold a little bit, for XDC. It's one of the only places you can purchase XDC on an app. But it's actually a really cool app. I like the app. I think the app is easy to navigate. I think it's easy to use. I like the color scheme of it. I just think it's a really... I haven't explored much of it, but I like the app. I do like it. So that is the Uphold. Any step forward is a good step forward. Oh man, unfortunately, the crypto markets are in shambles right now. Everything is red. There is not an ounce of green on this page. Not even once. With Bitcoin being down almost 9%, it's pretty interesting to see such an uptick and then to see, again, such a dump in the market. So, let's look at the week. A little bit of green in the week. A little bit of green. The month, even less green, more red. And then for the year, your usual skyrocketers that started from the beginning of the month, like Ohm, Mantra, XRP, BGB, and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's that. So, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. You just stay focused. You got BTC right here. Down a little bit. But I'm staying positive because of the whole Trump announcement. I really think I really think this is not going to play out to be how similar markets were in the past. So I appreciate you guys joining me on this video. If you'd like, please join. You can join and support this channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you all on the next one. Later.